We know for a fact that the concentrations of PCBs in the schools have been measured to be over 7,000 times greater than the legally allowable limit. 7,000 times. That's some of the highest concentrations I've ever seen in an environment where children and adults are allowed to move about freely without any type of mitigation controls.
Basically just do air testing. Then they want to do is, I think I saw a white glove test. What is that? You know, it's like, you know, walking around with a white glove to see if it's still dirty. That's absurd. Wipe tests don't tell you anything about the actual exposure, and what we found in New York City is that air tests would come back with one result in January and then have radically different air results in the summer. So what comfort can a parent take from air tests that are done perhaps once?
Randy, my husband, and I have decided that we would happily pay for proper and thorough testing of all pre-1979 classes.
The shock jumped up a level when I looked to see what Sandra Lyons' response would be, and I saw a public letter in which she didn't refute the testing, she didn't offer to do her own testing, she didn't assure me and others that that caulk would be removed and everywhere else would be tested, but she complained that the sample had been taken surreptitiously. I thought at the time, so what? It is what it is. Now do the right thing. Follow federal regulation. I've learned since then that this district and these people whom I've never met, but that I've trusted so blindly, maybe aren't the most trustworthy. In my take, they have a three-part approach to the problem. It's this, and it's that. They cover their eyes when they tell us that they're not going to test the caulk in all the classrooms. Apparently, subscribing to the old falsehood that what they don't know won't harm our kids. They cover their ears because apparently they cannot hear our questions and they cannot hear our concerns. I'll admit it, I'm embarrassed. I'm new to the cause and getting involved, but saints like Jen and Matt and many others have been asking questions for close to a year that apparently they cannot hear. And then they go like this, and they cover their mouths when they interact and they communicate with us solely through press releases. Every day I get another blast from someone named Valerie assuring me that another classroom has been opened and that it's A-OK with the EPA. This, and this aren't acceptable to me. I know it's not acceptable to everyone here, and I would submit that see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil should no longer be acceptable to anyone in this community, and that we should push for action at long last.